Hey watch fans, Brad from Brent Miller Jewelers, and today I have for us a very quick comparison of the 6105 8000 model from 1968 reinterpretation here. This is the SPB313, and we're going to do a quick comparison to the 62 Moss reinterpretation. This was the limited edition SPB213. I grabbed both of these because they both have white dials, or this is almost a silver in some light, but I'll just say light dials, dark bezels, and thought it would just be a good comparison when looking at the different case shapes. Obviously, you have the C-shaped case here on the 6105 inspired model. So anyway, let's go over dimensions and just take a look and see how these wear on wrist. So up first here, the SPB313 41 millimeter case, straight across 3 to 9 versus 40.6, and that was measured a little bit above this crown diagonally across. So 40.6. So again, very close. 41 millimeters, 40.6. Almost 41 for both of them. Where the new model here is going to be a little bit different is the thickness. This is 12.3 millimeters thick compared to your SPB, the 213 here at 13.6. So not quite 1.5 millimeters thicker on the 62 Moss case. On the newer one here, the thinner of the bunch. You also have a 46.5 lug tip to lug tip versus 47.5. So 1 millimeter shorter lug to lug on the new one. Both have 20 millimeter lug widths. Both taper down to 18 at the last link, and both have 20 millimeter clasps. So do have a little bit different. The flip lock here, a little bit thinner on the new one compared to thicker on the older 62 Moss. And then the clasp itself is actually smaller too. If you can see, significantly shorter on the clasp. And then obviously the 5-link bracelet is different as well in this new model. So overall, just a thinner feel on wrist. Both solid stainless steel case backs. Both using the 6R35 movement with 70 hours of power reserve. Both non-signed, so unsigned, but both screw down crowns, 200 meters of water resistance on both. Big difference just as far as the dial layout goes. Your date window here at 3 o'clock with a smaller section of lume versus having it in here at 4:30 and your full lume at 3. I think that's my preference personally, to have the aesthetic with the hour markers here. But overall, I think both, fantastic looking models. Obviously, there's different dial colors, different bezels, but on the 140 or the 140s here. The other thing that I think is important to note is I thought they felt, I won't say significantly heavier, but the 213 here did feel heavier to me. So I did weigh them. The 313 here was 154.8 grams. That's all links, a little bit of tape on it, versus 177.5 on the 213. So not quite 25 grams, but pretty close to 25 gram difference. And I do feel that. I think part of it's the case. I do think part of it's the bracelet as well, being a little bit, the clasp being a little smaller. But overall, was noticeable. Let's take a look at bezel action. Versus the 213. Pretty similar in my opinion. Both easy to grip even with a glove on. So give you a quick lume shot after I show you how they wear on my 6 3/4 inch wrist. I got up first, here's the SPB, the new SPB313. Smaller clasp, thinner case, it's a little shorter lug to lug. I personally notice the differences on my wrist. Again, I don't think it's as top heavy. The weights I do notice. Again, this is the SPB213. Again, could definitely wear this watch. Not something that I wouldn't wear. I just find the new one to be a little more comfortable, a little bit thinner, a little bit shorter lug to lug. The clasp is a little bit thinner, and it's nearly 25 grams lighter. So for me and comfort, you know, just from an everyday wear, I'm going with the new SPB313. You know, I still love the look of this. I love the color, this limited edition. I like the second hand on this, so you know, it's not that I would not wear it. I think they're both great watches and both serve a great place in the market. So give you a quick lume shot. The 313 on my left, the 213 on my right. Does look brighter. I don't know if I just gave that more light or not, but regardless, both have great, excellent lume. So let me know what you like, which one of these you prefer in the comments. If you like the newer SPB313 of the 6105 or the 62 Moss 213 on my right. Thanks for viewing. If there's anything I can do for you, email me, brad@brentlmiller.com. We'll see you in the next video.